Hey, tractor's getting a bit of love. We've been focusing on this so we can get it out of the way, basically, so we can get the Honda out, but no, it does need to be done. I've got to sell it and stuff, but yeah, Wade's painted the forks, and we've got the frame back on there to hold the forks, and just about to buy a couple parts for it, get some new ball joints, get a new seal for the PTO shaft so it stops leaking, new crush washer for the diesel pump so it's like stops leaking diesel everywhere, and then yeah, chuck these forks back on, and then it's just the mower and the rear roll bar that needs a few bits and pieces done. But yeah, no, it's looking sick. And put that gearbox somewhere, manual gearbox with Soapy's within. Fresh, and like brand spankers. Yeah, that little bolt there has got a copper crush washer behind it. And it's just leaking diesel out of there, and it's just flowing down. See, it has actually eaten a tiny bit of paint there, but I'm pretty impressed. Like, it's been leaking down the side of the motor while it's just been sitting here, and there's like a bunch of insects and shit in there, but the paint hasn't deteriorated. Like, it's hacking diesel running down it, no worries. So that's sick, can't complain with that. So we've got the cup on the back that like protects the PTO output shaft, spline, and it's like it's basically what's stopping all of the hydraulic fluid leaking out at the moment. It does a pretty good job of it. It hasn't leaked at all, but this will be full of yuck, milky hydraulic fluids. I need to drain all of the hydraulic fluid out of the tractor because it's a bit milky and gross. Need to figure out where the water got in. Might have been through one of the boots around the top of the gear stick or something like that. I know, it doesn't even appear to have fucking boots on it. It could have something to do with it. Could have, oh, well, Wade's taken them off, actually. I don't know what water got in there. Maybe it's just condensation. Who knows? But either way, I'll drain all that shit out and then, yeah, replace that seal. The wheels are going to get grinded right back to bare metal, etched primer, and then painted silver. And all of the like linkages and chains and shit and adjusters are all getting a refresh. They're all going to get soaked in some kind of rust preventative like oxalic acid or something. Yeah, and then I got the rear roll bar here, which just had a bit of a clean up, and just needs a bit more etch primer, and then that thing will get a coat of black on it and get that back on as well. Fucking crap piling up here. Those are all Prelude parts though, they'll be back in the Prelude soon. Same with that, same with all this. So have myself a bench back soon. That'll be great. Panic. Whoa.
I noticed like I can obviously that pole, bro, just feed it back into the thing.
No, that ain't going in. Cut her out, bro. Oh. Yeah. Where my phone is going?
Can you steer or hold it, bro?
Where's my phone? We're all good, bro. Just suss it. We're gonna stick this guy
because I turned too sharp this way and it pushed it through.
I just need to find my phone, bro. That's quite. I don't want to get damaged by the water, eh?
Oh, did you drop it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Leave my phone before we do anything. That was panic. Jesus Christ, steering popped out, smashed my knee on something. Fucking dropped my phone. Oh, we're in pretty shallow water.
Yeah, bro.
You can see the fucking ground right there. What the fuck?
It's too cold. It needs to be unripped.
Yeah, yeah. Do we just jump out and push us, bro? It's so shallow. Look, I'll jump out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sitting on a fishing rod and shit. Are there fucking crabs and shit out here? Alright, what are we up to here? Fuck, I'm in the water now. Where are we going, mate? What's the heading?
Just go that way.
Oh, I need to fucking stop this. Steering popped out of its little shaft hole over there. So you just gotta fucking tighten up the little clamp that holds it. It's just been sitting in the weather for fucking a year or so, or a few months, and it's just dried out. It's like the wood shrunk a bit, so it's not clamping the thing that it fucking holds or whatever. I don't know, it's pretty makeshift, but we'll be bowling soon. It's pretty cool how the ground's like there. I'm touching it with my foot.
Alright, we'll be going around mate and have a cone.
It's a pretty mean spot to be chilling, bro, just out in the water. I like being off the land because you're just like, yeah, you motherfuckers, you can't get me out here. I don't know. Not that anyone's trying to get me, but it just feels like you leave all the bullshit behind when you step into the water. Until the Coast Guard comes along. But nah, I've never had to deal with the Coast Guard personally, so.
We left the boat ramp doing donuts, bro.
When was that?
Just there.
Oh, here, yeah, because your fucking steering was stuck. I think I got some of that on video up until about the phone got dropped. I'll make a little video out of this hectic boat mission with Wade up the estuary. Thirsty as.
Oh yeah.
Sorted.
I just need to untap that front too. I gotta fuse it.
I think, yeah.
Feel like big plastic toys, eh, bro?
Yeah, it's pretty much it. Well, they are.
How the looks into the water, bro.
It's like a trippy wake.
That's the energy, eh? When I look out, it's really fucking big like that, bro.
There's wheel bearings, yeah. Dodgiest bit of road. Exactly why there. Oh. Hey! Love that. People come flying towards you. Mint bickies. This corners would be pretty fun to drift, but you never know if someone's coming or not. And obviously I don't mean in this car, I mean in one of my rear wheel drive cars. This whole strip along here is oh maybe up there, where is it? Yeah, along the top section up there under that seal and shit. That's all like a piece of 350Z door metal that was welded in there with my shitty welder, but it all ended up coming up pretty well. It's pretty tidy looking. Car's pretty shiny. It's to be all wet sanded down and buffed flat. There's a bit of rust down there, so I hit it with a wire wheel and pulled all the rust out, and then hit it with some etch primer and galvanizing spray. So that's pretty much, it's close enough to the original colour on there, and it's not like you ever really see it, but there's not going to be any rust. Some dirt's falling down from behind this though, so I need to back that up because I spent a lot of time cleaning all of this. There's still a bit more dust and shit back there that I got to clean. But all of the floor in here, all of the boat, all of the walls, everything has all been cleaned. All of the scum that was down in here and blah blah blah. It's not perfect, but I mean it's an old car. I'm probably gonna pull this gear selector out and clean that up or something. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, she's coming along. She's coming along nicely. Boot's looking a hell of a lot cleaner than it did. Same thing, a little bit of rusty, ugly shit there, so I wire wheeled it and hit it with galvanising spray with each primer and stuff. A few other little spots like there, and somewhere there, and somewhere there. Makes it a bit better, you know, it's at least not going to rust now. Pretty tidy for a 91's boot, really. It's not bad. I'm going to start putting things back in. What do we got here? This goes. That's the way I think. Definitely can't do this one-handed. Time-lapse time, I think. And my camera decided it was going to fall off the tripod before when I was recording. Hit the ground. It looked like it was still recording when I put it back up, but apparently not. Anyway, we've got the interiors coming along pretty nicely. What's up with this focus, eh? What a joke. We've got some bits and pieces in, parcel tray in, we got all of the center console in and largely bolted. Been a mission trying to sort all the bolts out because I put them like all in there. Wasn't my worst idea, wasn't my best idea. Really satisfying opening and closing this boot now. Just got the nicest clunk to it. Oh yeah, it's like a brand new car. Sick, mate. I've been cleaning this car and reassembling it all day, and I just got getting pretty far with it. It's looking pretty nice. Pretty clean and shiny. And then I got a nice reminder of how dirty it was. Yummy. The gear sticks around. To be fair, it wasn't quite that gross. It's obviously growing some culture since we last saw it, but that is savagely disgusting. So clean that up now. Yeah, it looks better. Oh, that's gross. Not perfect, but should do. Each part that goes back into the car is getting pretty thoroughly cleaned inside and out. That's obviously after cleaning. The armour all on there and whatnot before cleaning. 90s cars. Yummy. Gets even better. This ashtray, I only want to open this because it stinks the place out. This is going to take some careful persuasion to get this. Like, that's just gross. Like, there's like probably 10-year-old ciggy butts in there or something, and they stink, and it's all like crooked. Oh, it's just yuck. It's just cack. Yeah, looking much better now. So Wade's not here, so decided that I'm going to take the reins today and do a little bit of painting. And seems to come out alright. I made a little bit of a mess up on this. Yeah, it was this light here. There was like a little scratch that must have got scratched into the primer at some point. I hadn't noticed it when I started painting. I noticed it, so I waited for it to be as dry but not dry, and I gave it a quick as little sand just over the scratch until the scratch was gone, and then just slapped another bit of base on, and it seems sweet. I can't see any joins or edges anywhere. It looks fine. And yeah, so we've got the mirrors painted up, no runs or anything. Haven't done the clear yet. And then we got the cowling, I don't know what they're called, number plate, shroud, whatever you want to call it. Got the door handles. Yeah, no, they're looking pretty good. I messed up in there a little bit, but I can sand that before the clear goes on. But I mean, who's really looking in there that carefully? Focus on this camera is so annoying. Yeah, right next to the extractor fan. And I set up this tarpaulin on the lift poles to protect the Prelude from getting any overspray on it. It's just chilling back here. Sweet. Been cleaning the engine bay pretty hard out. Still got to paint the rocker cover. Having trouble tracking down the VHT wrinkle red in town for the rocker cover, which is kind of annoying. So thinking I might just paint it with paint that I've got here and skip the wrinkle, but just because it costs so much to ship a can, it costs more than the can. But yeah, this has been coming up nice. Been getting all in and deep like with scrubbing brush and degreaser and cleaning everything up, making it all look nice. The head's looking pretty good, and I'll see if I can do something about the exhaust, make that look a bit nicer. I also resprayed the battery tray with some galvanised paint just because it was quite rusty, so I got rid of the rust and hit it with galvanised paint. Got a bit more cleaning to do in here. And the interior is coming along pretty nicely. It's pretty clean looking in there. Carpet's all nice, seats are all bolted in. But all the panels are on other than the door panels, just because I put the door panels on, no door handles, I had to take them back off. So yeah, I decided I'd spray the door handles. Yeah, there we go.